So obviously Cam is a talker. He likes talking too much. I like Cam. He's a cool guy, but he talks too much. He talks too much and gets caught out. When I mean talk too much, not like he talks too much in terms of getting himself into trouble. You're playing the game. You gotta know when you're playing the game. You can't do too much talking that's going to incriminate you. And if you are, you got to make sure you hold it down. Okay. If you know you're going to talk and you know it can come back, it has a possibility of coming back to you, you need to be ready to hold it down. You know what I mean? And I don't think that Cam is always willing to do that. That's what I'm going to say. I don't think Cam is always willing to do that. I don't think Cam is always willing to back what he says. That's just my simple thoughts. Again, I won't hold it there long, you know. And obviously Sahara herself, she felt some type of way about the Cam situation because for some reason, both of these people are very stubborn. She doesn't want to be played. I don't know if he's trying to play her, but rather he's trying to maybe get a leg up a little bit here. Cam just wants to have a bit of sex. Like, let's be honest, Cam's in Egypt. Let's be honest, Cam is in Egypt. Okay? Cam is in Egypt. He's nowhere near anywhere else but anywhere near the promised land. Cam is in Egypt, okay? And he's doing what Egyptians do, or I should say rather what you do in Egypt. He's having sex. He's hedonistic. He's having fun. He's doing what he wants to do. But nothing here is about commitment. And that's okay. Just be honest about it, right? You're not trying to be committed. You're trying to have fun. And that's, again, up to you if you want to do that. But just be honest about it so other people know exactly what you're bringing to the table. Instead, you got Rose here getting plugged, and then you trying to plug everybody else as well. So Cam is just trying to be a little bit greedy. You trying to plug everybody in his scenario. You know what I'm saying, Chi? So I was a little bit, okay.
Look like it's Kiera. Let's be clear, it was always Kiera. That little moment was just a moment.
Kiera, you've been locked in on Jay from day one.
Mm-hmm.
Today, is it my man?
Damn. Nothing obviously passed out. But I guess obviously find out next week. But yeah, so I think that the reunion was spicy enough. You know, there was a couple of things that need to be addressed. We didn't get everything in there, and of course, next episode we'll see a little bit more about obviously Kiara and Jay. But this episode was spicy. I can't lie. But you know, I'm not gonna do it alone. You know. And I'm not going to be talking about this alone. I'm going to get some other people involved to share their opinions as well. And I know they've got some strong opinions as well. So let me bring up my crew to the table. You know what I'm saying? To have our discussion today. You get me? From Dega to Daya. How we doing, crew? Jay, Seaway, Phil, what we saying, folks? Are we good? Are we alive? Are we well? Shout out to the people them offering. Okay, let me shout you guys out before we start, because obviously people are out here throwing the memberships around. So y'all just throwing these memberships around like it's nothing. And I gotta make sure I really celebrate y'all. Okay, all right. Okay, so I gotta make sure I gotta celebrate y'all. I just want to say first and foremost, thank you very much. Okay, and I want to play a little clip for some of you. Okay, just to appreciate, that you guys are doing this. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Here's my little clip.
Who are you?
My name is a pimp named Slickback.
Thank you for you guys pimping us out today. You know what I'm saying? Sending out those wonderful, glorious memberships out to people. They said, listen, their name is Pimp Slickback with a 10, and then with a mighty 20 over there with Jay. Shout out to another round, making sure she said nobody gonna beat her, because she said, while she not doing this.
Between me and you. Because while you were sitting around, waiting, doing niche, I was out making moves.
There said, well, you guys are putting 10s and putting 20s on the table. You understand? Okay, I'm moving differently. Okay, so I appreciate her very, very much. I appreciate all of the people who have donated as well. It's actually appreciated. You're helping others to also enjoy the festivities as well. Okay, cool. So let's get into this.
Don't do Big Phil like that. Don't do Big Phil like that. Big Phil said, I see your 20 and I match you 10, baby.
How you going to...
Come off mic, mute. You on mute.
I got to. That's what I got to. You know, before Phil decided he gonna match up. Okay, Phil, listen. Okay, since you're doing that, I also gotta match that with the video too, because you said you want to be out here, so I gotta give you also the pimp perspective too. We appreciate you, Phil. Okay, because you out here and you different.
Who are you?
My name is a pimp named Slickback.
Shout out to Phil with the pimp slip back 10 added to get the 20. We appreciate you very much, Phil. Thank you very much for serving the community out here. Saving it one membership at a time. We appreciate you. Brick by brick. All right, coolly. Let's get into this. I know someone's gonna try and top you guys. So let me get started before they start. You know what I mean? Before they get to going. Listen, this episode was a crazy one. There was a lot of things happening. I just want to get opening thoughts out here. Just opening thoughts first before we get into any particular people. And Phil, listen, you got your mic open, so I'm gonna let you go first. Phil, open us up. What we saying here?
Whack behavior. I was entertained, but it's a lot of whack behavior out here. I'm gonna focus in on Rose. Rose, come talk to me, babe. I'm a clinical social worker. We need to chat because you out here moving funny, and I don't like that for you. I really don't like that for you because I feel you got a lot to offer. I feel you have some hurt we need to work through, but you out here moving rogue, and we got to reel you back in. And last thing before I let the ladies go in, we saw what Tay did. Don't let your friends pump you up to look stupid. Fellas, don't let your homeboys pump you up to look like a fool. But I'm glad to be back with you guys. I missed a couple of weeks. Work has been working. But when I say, I seen some whack behaviors, we gotta come through.
I hear you so loud and clear. Jay.
I second that motion.
Y'all are terrible. See you, eh?
I mean, it was an entertaining episode. Definitely gave us something to talk about.
I hear you on that one.
Amen. And the rapture didn't come, so we're here.
That's what I'm trying to say, Seaway. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the rapture
We still here.
So we're still here. Or that could have mean we got left behind. I don't know. But
I know we didn't get left behind. Just because we went to Jamaica.
Look, if Kojo, Bible thumping Kojo, especially with the bucket hat, if you still here, then the rapture.
If I'm still here, we all still here. If you see me in hell, if you don't see me in heaven, you're in hell. That's what they said.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad I see you. Look, I'm glad I see you, brother. and I see what say way too. I second that too.
My favorite Bible thumpers are still here, so I said we good.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yes. So let's start strong. Let's start strong because the Rose one was a big one that happened. I know myself and Jay discussed it, but it was still a good conversation nonetheless because it was talking about some real things. Rose again. I almost made a joke about Jesus rose in from the grave. You know what I mean? Sorry, the rapture got me there. But listen, okay, sorry, I'm so sorry. I've been full of puns all day. I feel bad. Okay, so we talking about Rose, because unfortunately, like a rose, she was trampled upon the ground. With Hussein's situation. That's Lord. Right. Is that a frosted rose or is that a?
That's the one Chaz gave. That's the one Chaz.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that one of those roses that he gave?
Chaz ain't the only one that has petrified flowers because
that's a petrified one. That's what I was trying to look for. I was looking for that word, petrified rose. Well, Rose was petrified, unfortunately, because she unfortunately had a situation with Hussein and Cam. I want to know you ladies and gentlemen thoughts on this scenario. Did Rose have a point here? Did Rose have a point here as to why she was kicking off the way she kicked off with Hussein? Did Rose have a point? I want to know.
Rose ain't got no point.
See what?
Rose ain't got no point. And y'all gonna say we diagnosing people, but Rose is touched, and some of her behavior is giving just erratic and hypersexual, which, you know, if you know anything about what I'm trying to get at without giving people full diagnosis, it's just giving erratic. I don't know what's leading to that. That's where I'm not qualified to speak on. But the whole thing is just erratic, and shame. I'm feeling this on Tay for gassing up this lady. I would never gas up my touch friend. If you got a touch friend, don't gas them up. Don't put a battery in their back, because that's being a horrible friend, because then she sits on the stage looking unhinged. She didn't have no point. And then, you know, Hussein, I'm not fully feeling him either. This story about he didn't go to jail, he went to jail. He went somewhere. I don't think he stayed, but he definitely went somewhere. She pulled it from nowhere. So he lost me there. He definitely, I don't know if he spent the night, but he definitely was probably present if it was brought up. So I don't know. He didn't really explain that well. But at the end of the day, you didn't really disclose everything that needed to be disclosed as far as, you know, your child's father and his situation, and whether he decided late in the game, early in the game, he has a right to not want that to happen. And her idea that she was played just shows an extreme disconnect, because nobody played you. You guys, you just didn't have the relationship. You weren't as close as you thought you were. And that happens. But, you know, he made a choice. He made a choice. She just doesn't seem to get it. Y'all saying he probably got booked. No, I get it. I'm not saying he went to prison. I promise you. Former prosecutor, I know the difference between prison and jail. But if I went to jail, I'm just going to tell you I went to jail. Like Cat Williams says, prison and jail, not the same thing. He just came out and said he went to jail, not prison. He's beating around the bush about it. Did you go to jail or not? Anyway. I don't care either way. I mean, anybody could go to jail. I could lie on Jay and say Jay punched me in the face and I put a scratch on my face, and she could go to jail, right? And then they find out that I'm a lying hoe and whatever, and now she got a mugshot. That don't mean you did anything because you went to jail. People can say anything and do anything, but you do need to, you know, he ain't really clarifying. And I've seen other interviews where he still ain't fully clarified. I still don't know what happened. So we could just move on.
Let me jump in right quick. Unpopular opinion for sure. Rose had a slight point in what she said and the way she moved. Me personally, I didn't think the child's father being in jail was that big of a deal because of the child's age. And I'm sure the men was looking at it the same way. That's why they weren't quite inquiring about the child's father. I didn't think it was such a big deal. But where I'm going to have to talk to Rose on a couch, and we're going to talk in a quiet, safe space, is that you telling this man he cheated you out your happy ending, but you with Cam getting a happy ending? Make it make sense, Rose. Make it make sense. And it's not the fact that, you know, you had relations with Cam after the show. We're adults. You can do what you want to do. It's the fact that you sitting up here telling another man that was in that same group, you robbed me out my happy ending. Rose, you look wild. And then the whole, well, you've been to jail yourself. That wasn't good, Rose. That wasn't cool to me at all. I thought that was like very foul and messed up. But I think Rose has, and I said this on somebody else's channel, Rose has experience with the foster care system. So at an early age, Rose was betrayed by her parents. And now Rose is looking to be saved by men, and she keeps choosing the wrong man. Because she already said every man she gets with has played her. And now you continuing this cycle, as you get older and you're looking for love, and it has to stop, Rose. Like, you are enough. And once you heal yourself, I'm sure that you would meet the right man for you, because your picker is off, babes. Your picker is off. Did you sleep with Cam before or after he told you he into the open relationships with women and he want to add women on into the mix or whatever? I just need Rose really to get with a strong female therapist, because she's hurt by a lot of things. And this explosive reaction that she has, we got to reel that back in, because right now you look real crazy. You look crazy. It wasn't a good look for Rose at all. And I'm with Seaway, Hussein. I think Rose did do you dirty, but I don't think you were really interested in any of these women. I think from what I've seen and what I've heard from some of your interviews on other channels, that you wanted your brand to be promoted more than you were looking for love. That's just me.
Okay, so the question is, was she valid in her approach or reasoning? Is that what the question is, Coach?
Coach flexing his.
I mean,
ain't listening to you
at all.
No. Wait. The question, in a sense, did she have a point? Sorry, my bad.
Okay, do she specifically?
You caught me.
You just went to the gym, Kojo?
I'm about to go again. So
he over here like,
I had to look.
He always got his look.
Y'all caught me a little bit still. She said the quiet part out loud. So
look, you know I always do.
I appreciate you. Sorry. Yes, the question, I was hearing it, but I wasn't hearing it. Yeah, the question basically is like, did Rose have a point? Like, did she have a point in regards to the fact that she, her happy ending, has been taken from her? Does she have a point? Does she have a point? Not that does anybody have blame? Does she have a point?
Yeah, we all have a point. Like, we all have a-holes, we all have opinions. She has a point. Happiness was taken from her. Who is responsible for the happiness is the question. Happiness is a personal emotion, like all the rest of them. So if your happiness was taken away from you, you're to blame. Your happiness should not be in another person, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. They can add to it, they can take away from it, but it should not be in another person. So if your happiness was robbed from you, you allowed it to be robbed. Because can't nobody steal that. Shouldn't nobody be able to steal that. That's personal. Now, I agree with both Phil and Seaway on a lot of things, except for Hussein's situation. Who the hell cares? Who the hell cares, Rose? Because that's not the reason why he left you. The incarceration, going to jail, being booked, whatever the case was, that was not the reason he left you. He left you because you chose to disclose information on some humbug whim, when the question that has been asked to her once before was, what is the relationship between you and your baby daddy? You could have left it at, I don't have one. My son is 17. They talk to each other. When they talk, I have no clue. Or we could have disclosed this information to Hussein on a better time by himself, not with his family or whatever, prior to or after that question was asked. I don't really give a damn. But you did not have to disclose any of that. For a person that's so far removed from the situation, and that was so in the past that you don't think about it, why did you choose to do it then? That's the real question. Because that was a choice that you made. Nobody sat at that table and said, hey, Rose, you got to tell these people about your baby daddy. Nobody said that. According to you, you're a single mom. So whatever your baby daddy got going on is none of nobody's business. Rose is all the way not a safe place. She out here telling baby daddy business, telling Cam business, telling Hussein business, telling Angie business. She telling everybody, but she is not a safe space. And that's what her biggest problem is. These men is cheating on her for not anything but the fact that they can't trust her. If I'm being vulnerable with you and you want to sit here and say, oh, how you going to judge me on my situation? Girl, how is that your situation? That's your baby daddy situation. Am I confused? Because you say you removed from that. That's his situation. That's not your situation. So help it make sense. Because so now I got to look at Rose a whole different way, because I'm inclined to believe that her and Rose and Cam slept together during the process. Why she knew Cam better than the other ladies. Let's look at that now. Okay. And on top of it, you keep telling me that you removed from the situation. So why are you big in arms at this reunion about the situation that you so far removed from? Why you couldn't just come out with the situation if you so far removed from it? My daughter is some plus years, you know what I'm saying? I have not been with her dad since when she was 3. So for me, I don't have no problem telling you anything that's going on. But to be honest with you, that's his story to tell if he went to jail after me. If I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's my baby daddy's story to tell. It ain't my story to tell. I don't know what he's doing. He got a relationship with his daughter. That's all you need to know. I'm not a part of it. That's not where I'm at. If he want me, that's his problem. I don't want him. What's good with you? That's what we talking about. I'm here with you. So all this other stuff that Rose is trying to do to deflect from the fact that she's the problem in her own situations is wild work, and she needs some help on that part. Because, babe, you got to start with accountability. The first step in any situation is always that denial step. Once we get past denying that the fact that you're the problem in all of your situations, this healing process for Rose ain't gonna work. Everybody else is gonna continue to be to blame, because that's all she got up there to do is try to blame everybody else for why her stuff is not working.
Appreciate Jay. Well, Sean, we talking about whether Rose, did she have a point when it came to, her fairy tale ending, been robbed from her? Did she have a point? Did she have a point that she got robbed here? I want to know.
I mean, she had a point. I think, was it a delusional point? I think that's more along the lines. I think people are entitled to their feelings, but are those feelings grounded in reality? And I just think that at the end of the day, this is what happens when you just glaze over things that have happened in your life, and you just jump into situation after situation, and you don't, for lack of a better word, that's been said multiple times, you don't heal from it. And I think there's no way that you could deny the fact that, especially if her child's father has been in prison for quite some time, you can't pretend as though that doesn't impact you. You can't just distance yourself from that. As much as you would like to, you know what I mean? Like, as much as you would like for that to not be an impact to you and to hinder your situation, it does. It comes with trauma. It comes with attachments. It comes with other things that could potentially impact other people. So you need to be clear, especially if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, what they might be impacted by, because people love to say he ain't got nothing to do with me until he shows up at your door, and now it's a we problem, and you telling me that ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, no, now it's we. So I just think that as much as there is some unfairness to the fact that a man can make mistakes that have nothing to do with the woman, and now it does impact her relationships, is just a reality of it. And I think as much as Rose may feel that Hussein robbed her of things, Cam robbed her of things, she also has to look at the mirror and say, what does she rob herself of? And I think she robbed herself of a chance to get to know Rose, so she can know who Rose is before jumping into relationships. I don't think Rose knows who Rose is. because the Rose that we saw through a good portion of the season is not the same Rose that showed up in the last few episodes, and is definitely not the Rose that we thought she was on the reunion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just blown. I was like, whoa. When she was like, condoms was being found and this, that, and the third, and she's going off. I'm like, and then they wasn't in a relationship. I'm like, Rose, so like, what are we doing and where are we doing it? You know what I'm saying? Because this sounds real casual. If you doing Ready to Love, and I mean, we know this every season, people just dip and dabble, but I guess I just put too much on Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I thought you was really trying to just be serious and find the one, and now you doing the most.
I hear it. I guess another question is, obviously, you know, with her having Cam and obviously, you know, sleeping with Cam, what was the reason why do you think that she slept with Cam? Why do you think Cam came into the picture? I know she had a connection with him, but why did she have such venom for Hussein when she is sleeping with Cam? Why do we think that particular perspective? Is there a reason or a theory that we have to that? Yes, unpopular opinion.
So my theory on that particular situation is, it's like Sean. Rose don't really know who she was, because she's not even aligned with Cam, because Cam he's not a believer like she is. So that relationship was doomed from the start if she's claiming to be a believer. And then with the whole Hussein situation, I think Rose was just trying to be chosen by somebody. I believe that she came into this process with good intentions to actually find love. But like Jay and Sean said, her actions were just out of this world. It wasn't aligning in finding someone when you're not being honest. And then when you don't get what you want, you have like this episode. And I'm a person that's all for people expressing how they're feeling and, you know, being angry and upset, because I think anger is a natural human emotion. And it's not that you're angry, it's how you express it. Like Rose, the way you express this was wild. And like Jay said the perfect thing: no accountability. Rose, you can like all of these dudes all you want to, but you have to be accountable for what you're doing. How you crying about Hussein, but you was smashing Cam? Hey yo, Rose was. Kojo, I hope you get a chance to talk to her. I really hope you get a chance to interview Rose. I hope she participates, because we are really saying this out of love and concern for her. Man, Rose, Jay was right. No accountability for your part in any of these situations. And like when you and Jay spoke on Friday, I saw a little bit of it. You have the right to withhold what you don't want to share, but once you give people information, they also have the right to choose how they want to move. And you ain't got to like it, but you definitely have to respect it. And then even with Jay brought up another great point. Jay is on it tonight. You telling everybody else's business but your own. And then in the end, you end up looking. Rose looked, I don't like to really use this word. She looked crazy. Rose, my dear, I think that you can't blame Hussein and Cam and not blame yourself. What did you do wrong? We got to start at base, and the base is you, because you definitely moved wrong in this situation and you ended up alone, and you still moving wrong. Sleeping with Cam, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just a loss for words. I didn't think that reunion was going to be like that. The Ready to Love reunions be a little whack. This one, I was entertained. But Rose, she can't be mad at Hussein. She gave Hussein way too much. Because you giving Hussein too much, but you sleeping with Cam. Make that make sense. And Hussein said they were still talking after the show. So what's really going on? Yeah, Rose needs to. I hope she comes up to do an interview just to give us a little bit of perspective, give us her point of view in this situation, because I really don't even have an answer. I'm just rambling at this point because I just can't get where Rose was coming from with how she was moving in this process and even after the process with these guys.
I got excited because I thought that was Chicago in the background, but I think that's New York. Womp.
It could be whatever you want it to be, baby girl.
Okay, thank you. Kojo, can you repeat?
Girl.
Right. Can you repeat the question? I legit forgot.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So I was just saying that obviously, what's our theory on Rose having an issue with Hussein so much, knowing that she, was already sleeping with Cam? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why did she have so much venom for him on this episode? I know that she may have felt like some hard done by, but why did she have so much venom for Hussein, knowing that she was also sleeping with Cam? You know what I'm saying to you?
Oh, because she doesn't really want Cam. She just with Cam because she was being erratic. I mean, the whole thing with Cam, I don't think she really took Cam seriously, to be honest. Now why she wanted to tell everybody that there were condoms on the floor and that he was sleeping with everybody. See, that again goes into her being erratic. We did not need to know that you guys were, one, sleeping together, that two, he was sleeping with other people. I mean, that was way too much information that we didn't really need to know. Maybe she was also trying to get Hussein's attention, but if I'm a man, I'm like, this kind of solidifies my issue. You're doing too much on national TV. So I don't think she don't want Cam. She don't want him. So that's she's just doing something. Not Jay laughing.
No, because you're on point though. I'm laughing because you're on point, and this is like the downfall of dark arts.
When you just doing something.
Yeah, no, you trying to get your lick back.
And it's not working. You can't get your lick back with a man who don't care. And I tell women all the time, if a man don't care, do not try to get your lick back. It's not going to work. You're just going to end up looking stupid. If he already done told you he don't want you, you going out there sleeping with his friend or his homeboy or his castmate is not going to like get the point across. It's really just going to make you look like a crash out. It
would have worked in her favor if Cam worked in her favor.
Like if it worked out.
If it worked out, but she's mad because I done gave him some when I wanted to give you some, and this fool acted up still. Now I can't even floss in your face the way I really wanted to, because I still wanted my happy ending, but I wanted to just come pull up on you to show you I had pulled. I could have pulled somebody. I was trying to choose you, but you playing, you know what I'm saying? This could have been you, but you playing. But you're not thinking right, sis. You chose Cam anyway because Cam quiet. Because like I say, I'm inclined to believe that they were smashing before this thing was even done. Now, that's what I'm believing.
Cam?
Yeah, I think she was smashing Cam before this was even done. You know what I'm saying? That's why Cam was like, okay, with whatever. He done got what he wanted from it, and he know he can continue to smash. I can still pursue Sahara, whatever, and stuff like that, and she don't know nothing about it. Or whatever, explains why she's in the ladies' lounge talking about I know him better than y'all.
Oh, that would explain that statement.
You know what I'm saying? And then how fast you found some condoms different from yours afterwards. Okay. All right. So, but all right. All right. You knew him well enough that you knew his condoms game. Okay. All right, sis. I hear you though. It is what it is. You brought your own. Got it. But you know what I'm saying? The foolish things we do when we try to get back. I'm just saying.
Jay, not the dark. That's the Leo dark arts.
That ain't the Leo dark arts. That's the Rose dark arts. Because this was foolish. Because me, I'd have smashed your homie, but I wouldn't have said nothing. That's the Leo dark arts. The Leo dark arts wouldn't have said nothing.
Now you done woke Kojo up. Now he up. He's not looking at himself in the mirror no more. He paying attention.
You know, moving mad.
Don't y'all be shaming Kojo. Self-love is the best love, you know?
They're out here moving mad.
If you don't flirt with you, who will, you know?
Exactly. It's just nasty work over there. Nasty work, mate.
I'm just saying, like, this was foolishness. You know what I'm saying? You gonna put yourself on blast to try to get at this man that don't give a damn. That is wild to me. You know what I'm saying?
Hussein didn't want nobody on this show to begin with. Honestly, I don't think he really ever wanted nobody for real. I think Rose kind of piqued his interest, but when she saw she had the baby daddies in prison of it all, I think that was just kind of all it took. That was a little bit too much.
Prisons of it all for me. Yeah,
that's a lot. Why do multiple people on this show got baby daddies in prison?
And Katie, I'm gonna answer that question like why tell anybody, because I really believe that wasn't for neither one of them men when she decided she wanted to expose the condom situation. That was just the one up on Sahara. That's what I feel like. Hurt people. But you know, we'll get there. Sorry, Sean. Go ahead, baby.
Sean.
Oh, now Sean looking at himself.
So you looking at yourself? I was gonna say the same thing.
No, I wasn't. I was queuing up
looking at how good your skin looks. That's what you're trying to look at. How good your skin looks against the background.
Glow in that sunset.
It's glowing against the background. You know what I'm saying?
you know,
looking like you're on them reality TV people. Okay.
I'm trying to get my next song together over here, okay? So I can give y'all a lyrical rendition.
I'm crying. That is a nice. You gotta keep. That's a good background. You should keep that background. That's a nice one.
So might I, entertain you with my lyrical rendition?
Go ahead.
So this is a two-part. So the first song is: a part of me wants to leave you alone. A part of me wants you to come home. A part of me says I'm living a lie, and I'm better off without you. A part of me says to think it through. A part of me says I'm over you. A part of me wants to say goodbye. A part of me is asking why. What song is this?
You better sing it, LaToya.
Yep, so that's the first song. And the next song, we touched on it last week. I had to mute it because my music almost came on. I don't want Kojo to get a strike. This one everybody's gonna know. I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away. I tried to change it with my hair. I ran my credit card bill up. Thought a new dress would make it better. I tried to work it away, but that just made me even sadder. I tried to keep myself busy. I ran myself in circles. Think I made myself dizzy. I slept it away. I sexed it away. I read it away.
Cranes in the sky, baby.
That's it. Cranes in the sky. So, and that's Solange did her big one. We need a Solange album because she did her big one with that album, and that song especially because we try to run away from ourselves, and I think that sums up Rose and so many of us. You know what I'm saying? When we try to do everything but deal with us, we still gonna have to deal with us, and we ain't gonna have success. And this is what's gonna happen. So, I mean, part of me felt bad for Rose. Part of me was cringing. Part of me is like, I don't know. I was dumbfounded up there because I'm like, Rose, how many L's can one take? You know what I mean? We can't keep taking L's like this when we wake up and be like, oh, maybe it's me. Maybe like Cardi B's new album, I'm the drama. Rose is the drama. You know what I'm saying? She is the drama.
Well, it's okay. It makes for a good show.
Thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate that. Okay. Well, obviously, it takes more than one to tango. So there was obviously another person also involved in the shenanigans, and it was Cam. And he's got condoms at home. He's got people he's chatting up to on his. You know what? Cam is in his Egypt season. He's just planting seeds wherever he feels can be watered and a return can be given back to him. That's what he's on. I just need him to be honest about that. I mean, entering DMs, you're entering people's chats, you're saying little sprinkles here and there because you're hoping to get a little something. And I'm not mad at it. Just keep it 100 and keep it a buck. I want to know your perspective on obviously Cam on this reunion because they called him out once or twice. Sahara called him out and shit called him out too, and Rose called him out as well. Today on an interview, Deanna said that he done messaged up her ex or whatever to find out information about her too. I don't know. It's yes. So there's a lot of stuff that Cam right now it's not looking good. What is our perspective on Cam in this scenario, in this situation? I guess maybe first start with Rose, because obviously from that perspective, we spoke about Rose, but what about Cam in this situation? Him dealing with Rose, is he just trying to get his leg over? And, what's his final objective? I thought it was about Sahara. I thought it was about him being settled. I thought he wasn't about the polygamous life, but hey, what is it that we're kind of gleaming from the Cam situation here as well? Who's looking to go? Yes, Jay.
Pick this off. Okay, shout out to you for the Deanna interview earlier today. I know I missed it. I was at work, so I look crazy when I hear that. He's digging dirt on her ex for what?
We don't even know. I think it was one of the ex. They had an ex date, and then I think obviously they weren't necessarily dating or anything, but apparently she found out that he had messaged her ex to find out information about her. It's just tight.
What? Like, what are you trying to like? And what blackmail of the world is you trying to do? Like, she don't want you, you don't want her. So what? Yeah, you got a lot of time in your hand, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really like this. I'm like this about the Hussein thing, and I'm like this about the Cam thing. I don't care if you got a baby on the way. That's none of our daggone business. That was nothing. Okay, I'm still confused on if you found condoms. How do you feel like he got somebody pregnant? But that's neither here nor there. Now, sir, are you poly? That's what I do want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what you into or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you out here? Do you want an open relationship? These are things that you should like tell people when you're in the dating process, because actually you'll find your person or your people. If you be just honest about it. I need you to be honest about a lot of things. And Cam is not honest. That's why I do feel like him and Rose has smashed through the process. And he was going to hold on to Sahara as long as he can. Now, here's the fun fact and funny part about it. You're worried about the person who is upfront about you, with you, about how they would crash out. So you already know how to move around them, yet you will go ahead and mess with a crash out because she presents herself well in public. Now all your business all over the network. Because you done sat here and slept with the wrong one. You was worried about Angie and it's Rose who went crazy on you. That's wild work to me. You know what I'm saying? You dismissed Angie and you was all big hurt because she said she did whatever she did because she didn't take accountability for it. Rose ain't taking accountability for ish. The only thing she taking accountability is for smashing you on a late night and finding them condoms. And I'm pretty sure she tried to break a window or two then. But, that's neither here nor there. Cam, all I got to say to that man is your life will be better off, less problematic, if you just be honest. That's why you were so afraid of Angie in the first place, because you knew you was going to do some F-boy stuff from jump. Living your F-boy phase out loud, my guy. It is 2025. Y'all can be whatever you want. You can say you can identify as whatever you want. So if you want to identify as an F-boy right now, guess what? These 3 or 4s be with you. They'll be right with you. Okay? They be trying to change you, but they'll be right with you. You still might find some crazy ones because the crazy ones like that. The crazy ones like F-boy behavior, but you can smash and dash all you want. I just need people to be honest with themselves so they can be honest with others. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I follow this girl, Kojo. She's Ghanaian on Instagram. Her name is Elaine Bay. She does like funny videos. And she has this one video where she's pretending to be her Ghanaian mother, and she was like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew something was up with Cam. That whole hero complex thing with Sahara was wild, was crazy. What was the guy on Dallas who was into like swinging and booty eating and seeing his girl get smashed by other dudes? What's the guy? He was very upfront with all the people.
Was it Marvin or Melvin or something like that? It was one of
Marvin. I wasn't Marvin. I think it was Marvin or something like that. He was honest. Hey, yo, Cam, my brother, Kojo, please secure that interview. Please secure that interview because Cam was wilding. And I'm with Jay. It's not the fact that you're not into it. Like, that's cool and all of that. Like, you do what you want to do. You're an adult. I'm glad you're using condoms. Protect yourself. Shout out to safe sex. But my brother, you should have told these girls. And how you in the poly knowing that Sahara was just on Fritz's neck about the whole poly situation. And that's your top connection? Yo, my man Cam is out here wilding. And yes, again, Jay hit it on the money. He ain't like Angie, because Angie was going to bust them windows at the car because he was going to play her. He was going to try something with Angie, and Angie was going to wreck shop. And I hope we get a chance to talk about the Deanna interview tonight, too, as well. But actually reaching out to her ex, Cam, diabolical. My brother, diabolical. That was out of control. That was out of pocket. You crossed a major boundary with that one. Cam, I need you to go talk to the brothers too, because the way you moving, it's not cool at all. And, you know, coming on this show and all of this, like, you down Fritz's neck about not taking the process serious or doing stuff to sabotage Sahara, but you're doing the exact same thing on the back end too. So, yeah, come talk to Kojo. He got some great advice for you, my brother.
No accountability.
Y'all are killing me. Yes. Between Sean and Seaway. And he's going to draw first. Oh.
Well, listen, I mean, obviously Cam watches. You know, he dropped a comment in last week. So I would love to hear what he has to say for himself. You know what I'm saying? I think that he just got a lot going on. And it seemed like he was serious about Sahara, but he quickly transitioned to Rose, and then to whomever else. And then I think they talked about it in the reunion. He pretty much, you know, when Rose brought up the whole poly thing, he mentioned that he has a problem with infidelity. So was like ready to love, like it's your test ground. That's your test ground to see if you could be faithful. Yeah, I just think, you know, he has some healing to do. And for, you know, and a lot of time as us men, you know, we glorify womanizing, but that comes from a place of, that still comes from an unhealed place, because we don't acknowledge, we think because we're just enjoying intimacy and sex, that is nothing wrong with it. But when you are doing it, you are misrepresenting yourself to a certain extent, you're still hurting them and you're hurting yourself a little bit, because you got to keep up a facade. You got to keep different stories going. You're doing a lot. You know, you're saying you're ready to love, but you ready to lay down. So I just feel like, I don't know. I mean, I just want to understand, like, before I could fully go in, I would want to know, like, what was he and Rose's conversation about what they were doing? Because I didn't hear from her saying that, you know, we were in a relationship and he was cheating on me. So what were they doing? Like, what was this? Like, what was the arrangement? You know, that's what I would want to know. But in any event, if you are saying you're ready to love, and then you take the person that was on the process with you and y'all start exploring, and then you start exploring with some side quest, like, what are we doing? And then something about his ex-girlfriend was involved and on the phone, just very, very messy. You know, I just need Cam to clean it up. You know, clean it up, get yourself together. It's nothing wrong with being alone for a season where you can collect your thoughts and you can really know what you want. I don't think he knows what he wants. You know, I think there's a real classic song and it's not that difficult to guess, but it's, you know, I don't want to be a player no more. You know, I'm not a player. I just crush a lot, you know, and I think that the essence of the song is just simply that, you know, you think you're not being a player because you're just having a lot of sex. Well, you are being a player because in order to have a lot of sex, especially with a lot of different women, you're going to have to play some games, you know? So I just think he needs to figure out what he wants. And I just definitely don't think he's ready to love. And I pray to God, Sahara, please, we love you. I hope she didn't go down that road because that's the wrong road. You know, Cam begging and pleading, baby, I'm begging, baby, to try to get into Sahara's good graces. Now you want to mess up her life? You want to ruin her life? Come on, bro. Heal. There's nothing wrong with healing.
Hey, Sean, I think Cam knows exactly what he wants, and he knows he's doing exactly what he wants to do. Because you reminded me of something he said. He said, I am not going to deny myself. If a woman wants to, I'm not going to deny myself of that woman. My man is doing exactly what he wants to do. He's just not being honest with these women on this show, which makes me think, why did he come on the show? Because when he said, I'm not going to deny myself, that just gave, this is just what I'm doing right now, and I don't care. My brother knows exactly what he's doing. He's fully aware of the repercussions of what he's doing, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think I can say anything else. I know I think Cam said I was director. What was the words? I can't remember. So I'm gonna try to, you know, not say anything rude, but I think I've said from the beginning, I think Cam's just very unserious on the show. And I think what makes people like Cam a little bit more dangerous than others is that he does come off like he has better intentions than I think he actually has. And I definitely think he is one of the people that I think could really use one of these deep dives, another deep dive, because there has to be some type of reasoning into the way he interacts with women. It's just very surface level and very empty in his interactions with women. And I think, like Sean said, usually that's just more of a reflection of where you're at than it is of the women. So not sure what's going on, but Cam is definitely not ready to love. He's ready to play. And if you're ready to play with him, then, you know, sure, sign up. But if you're looking for something serious, I would stay as far away from Cam as possible. So
definitely hear you on that as well. Okay, I guess leaving Cam behind. You know, there were same was the other person in this equation. I guess obviously want to ask a question. Obviously, where does Hussein fit in all of this? Because he obviously quit ahead of time so that he wouldn't be with Rose, because obviously he saw something in Angie. But obviously he got caught up and entangled, you know, in the scenario because of Rose's feelings towards him and him not necessarily being there. What's your guys' thoughts to Hussein then? Is there accountability that Hussein needs to take? Is Hussein, is he a part of this equation of madness in terms of him doing something, or is he unfortunately, you know, not a perfect victim, but is he a victim in a scenario and situation on the season? How do we see Hussein after we've seen him on the reunion? How we seen him? Yes, way.
Wait, Kojo, what is he taking accountability for? What are you kind of thinking about?
No, I'm asking. I'm just asking. Does he need to get accountable for anything? You know what I mean? Because obviously Rose called him out and said obviously X, Y, Z. So I'm just asking if there's anything he has to be accountable for, or is he, the, I wouldn't say perfect victim, but is he a victim in this situation? Because obviously with the Rose situation happening, did he make, because on the reunion between him and Rose obviously said that, he got booked. He said he didn't. I didn't say booked. He said he went to jail. He said he didn't. Is he a victim of lies and deception and, this scenario?
I thought he was closer to a victim until he got on other platforms talking about some black on black crime. And he kept on talking about black on black crime. And at that point, I just stopped taking him seriously. I don't know. There was something about that screamed, "You're just deeply unserious." I mean, I can't put my finger on it, but he just really seemed like he was really like, what do you call it? Milking the victimhood. You know what I mean? Like black men try to share their pain and their pain is used against them. Then he started talking about the black on black crime. I was like, okay, you're milking it. You're milking it. You're milking it. I don't know. Felicia, he MAGA? He MAGA? I didn't know that.
No, I
don't think
I think it's just because I think it's just because of what you said, black on black crime, innit?
Oh yeah, but like just using just words that don't make a lot of sense. No, I don't think he needs to be accountable for anything. I mean, he on the show, I do think if he's accountable for anything, is coming on the show and not really liking anybody. However, I do not feel like OWN put out a lot of good options for anybody on this season. So I'm not going to sit here and blame him for not liking nobody because I'm not really sure what OWN provided this season. It just was a struggle. And then when he got to the end, he didn't play nobody face at the bridge. He didn't bring the petrified flower like Jay friend to the bridge. He at least told Angie, like, I'm not feeling it, and moved on. Shout out to Chaz with the petrified flower. So I mean, he's neither a victim nor does he need to be accountable to anything, in my opinion. I think he was just there. That's my opinion.
Well, in the court of public opinion, they say he need to be accountable for that bid he did. That's what the people been saying. That's not me. I don't care. I can care less. But that's what the people say. He need to own up if he did it or he didn't do it or whatever. They need to be clear.
And wait, Jay. Before you start, where is Corey? And what did he say about this man?
Corey said something.
He must have said something because.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak for Black, so he should be here to speak his piece. But he's been pretty vocal about Hussein each time he comes up.
I need him up here because I don't even remember what he had said.
He said it wasn't just once; it was just his tone. I guess whatever his takes are on Hussein, they are not favorable. But let's next time he comes up, we gotta let him address it because he definitely made it known that he wasn't pleased.
Okay, well,
I knew we had never said nothing really bad about him, so I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the things that, let's go with the actual things that Hussein needs to work on if he wants to be serious. And I know, like, sometimes you can't rush your way through relationships, but like, he got to be a little bit more open. It's going to be hard because, Rose and tainted some of this openness, but he got to be a little bit more open to people, accepting people into his life. He got to be more communicative because we already know he wasn't reaching out to the ladies. Several ladies had said that stuff or whatever about him or whatnot. Dating people, you got to put in time. So you got to be willing to put that time in if you're actually serious. As far as the show and this Rose situation goes or whatever, if it is true, and if it's a fifth, we all be drunk. But if it is true that he didn't never ask about this baby daddy, which I'm not inclined to believe, because anybody with kids is definitely gonna ask what's your situation with your kids, whatever. she could tiptoe her way around it however she want to tiptoe her way around it. But if he actually never asks, he need to be accountable for that part right there. I know a lot of people were saying through the chats or whatever that they never had a conversation. We seen their final conversation. He just didn't. He wasn't the final one to dismiss her, and that wasn't his choosing. Tommy gave it up to Cam. Because he decided in the thing, we had our conversation. From the conversation that we had, I don't want it. We watched the conversation afterwards that they had behind the thing. So for me, I don't feel like he owes her anything else. He made his decision. She got to stand by it. He got to stand by it. That's it. I didn't see him playing in her face, playing in anybody's face or whatever stuff. Now, him and Angie, I feel like, you know, though he sat in Angie's face and said, I feel like I don't want to do this process now that Rose is gone. I feel some type of, now, if anything I really feel accountable for, you getting on this daggone platform and your confessional saying now that Rose is gone, I feel like I should just go home. Brother. Okay. All right. Because what the fluff? Like C-Way been saying all night, he ain't want nobody up on there at that time. Now, maybe him, because, you know, I done been peeping little people IGs and stuff like that. Maybe him and Angie working something out later because he's slow with the process and all. But during that time, he didn't want nobody. And he could have just easily said, you know, ain't nobody here left for me, so I'm going to go on home. Don't make it seem like now that Rose gone, because you was part of the reason she gone. Now, that was just foolish of you to say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You part of the reason. You could have kept her if you wanted to keep her. You didn't. You let somebody else put her fate in their hands. So I don't feel like he owe her anything. That's my bottom line on it.
I'm with Jay. He doesn't owe Rose anything, but just don't bring your friends around your new chicks, because that one friend of yours who was into the poly thing did a little bit too much. Well, he did a lot too much. I don't think Hussein is a victim. Hussein, I don't like your choice of words. That's why men don't share, because it gets thrown back in their face. I don't think that's necessarily true. I just think you share with the wrong woman. Stop telling everybody everything. Everybody doesn't need to know everything about you. Some things you need to hold to the chest until that person has earned your trust. Stop telling everybody all your business, yo. People really don't care. And as you see, people would throw it back in your face on Mad Day. So, you know, when you dating people, yes, share things about yourself. Find common interests. But I really don't think Hussein was really feeling any of these chicks either. So, hey, just don't bring that weird friend around no more.
Just a quick thing, because, you know, I just had another friend tell me that, you know, women, I'm going to say women, but people in general need to stop doing that. Like, y'all be wanting friends, y'all be wanting people to know y'all, to get to know y'all and all this stuff like that. And so when people actually confide in y'all and tell y'all stuff they probably ain't never told anybody else, then Mad Day come and y'all want to tell all the business, y'all need to go fix yourselves for real. Like, y'all really need to fix yourselves. Because who would want to be your friend? Like, seriously. It's one thing to just be a blabbermouth. You know, some people just can't hold water, and you know those people. They just, nobody's business is safe, not even their own. Those people are different. But Rose, you was intentionally holding back your info, but on Mad Day, you giving everybody stuff away. You need to fix yourself. You are not a safe space for anybody, a friend, a family member, a loved one, nothing. And I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna have to be this blunt right now, because this is how bad your situation is. You need to fix it for your child's safety, because your child is not going to feel comfortable confessing anything to you, because he's going to be afraid of how you respond or react later on. Like, that's serious, dude. Like, that's crazy work. Like, I would never be a friend to somebody like that. Like, what? We can't, like, imagine us, Jamaica. Imagine Jamaica with Rose, bro.
I mean, we did have a Rose-ish, a couple of Rose-like
We had some little buds trying to grow.
We had roses. We had some cams there. We had some. We might have had a couple cam-like characters running through the villa.
We might have even had a what's the short haircut one that said she threw a bowling ball?
Rocky.
Yeah,
Rocky.
we might have had a Rocky.
We might have had a Rocky up in there. A Sahara.
I just said it is about time for another trip because that was hilarious.
It so is, y'all. We got to talk in the background because we got to talk.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, for sure. Kojo, we crossing the pond. No,
well,
that's right, because my accountant can say nothing else.
She said, "I'm gonna keep it on mute."
Everything on mute. Yeah, sorry. Okay, cool. Obviously I
got my song for Cam.
Sorry, apologies, boss. Sorry, sir.
Come on now. So
I
this
jumped
is
ahead
a
of you.
song that perfectly sums up what I think Cam needs to work on.
Oh Lord.
I was told the true definition of a man was to never cry. Work till you're tired. Got to provide. Always be the rock for my fam. Protect them by all means. And give you the things that you need, baby. Our relationship is suffering. Trying to give you what I never had. You say that I don't know how to love you, babe. Well, I say show me the way. I keep my feelings deep inside. I channel them with my pride. I'm trying desperately, baby. Just work with me. Teach me how to love. You got to know how to love. You know, Music Soul Child.
Sean, you are killing me.
Oh, it's Music Soul Child. I thought it was DMX.
No, that's just teach me how to love.
Not DMX as well.
I thought it was DMX. I started hearing his voice in my head. I started saying it right. You're like, it's Music Soul Child. I'm so sick. Oh, my man. I thought it was DMX. I said, damn, he deep with that love thing. I didn't know he was like that. I need to go back and listen to his songs again. Yeah.
Brenda, Deshaun,
you know, that's because when he started saying that I at the end, I thought that's definitely DMX. I said that's definitely DMX. He started saying that I at the end. So
about 3 roses.
You know, we give you credit, Coach, because coming from the UK, you definitely have a good catalog of the US R&B. You know, so and hip hop. So we give you credit. Sometimes they be getting on the internet making fun of us from across the pond, but you know, you represent, Coach, so we appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Yeah, we appreciate the music too.
Kojo even lost some of his accent messing with us.
I know.
Oh, speaking of that, I meant to ask you, Kojo, you saw how Eve has an accent now? She got
because she's because of her partner's not British though, is he?
Yeah, he is.
I know she's in Britain. I know she spent some time here. Okay, he's British. Okay,
they live there.
She spends time here. Yeah, she spends time here. A lot of time.
So
here.
she has a Philly British accent. It literally
it's
crazy.
So cute. It's probably so cute.
It'll throw you off in a second. You go from one continent to the next continent within a second.
She said literally. I can do it. Do the literally.
Literary.
Yeah, like she did something like that.
Literary.
What the heck?
Literary.
Miss Wilson said, "Who is Eve?"
Not who is Eve.
Genesis 3.
We're done.
Genesis 3. She can go to Genesis 3. Just tell her to Genesis 3. Genesis 3. She'll find out who Eve is. Okay. Let her find out there.
Yeah, Eve from the
Rough Rider. Anyway, let me focus. Let me focus. Shout out to Eve.
Tim Pickens moving us on. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Tambourine.
That's one thing. They're gonna move us on and they'll do nothing else.
Oh, Tim Pickens always gonna be on. Let's move on. Tim Pickens always gonna have us moving on, boy. Shout out to Tim Pickens. Consistency is key. Every time we get stuck, we're gonna move. Shout out to Tim Pickens. Tim Pickens. I don't want to see you stuck ever. Shout out to Tim Pickens.
I'm over
Tim Pickens said, let's keep it rolling.
She
said, I can see the time. And it's
All
going.
right, I had y'all 30 seconds of laughter. Let's go.
Shout out to them. Keeping us on task. You know what I mean? It's all love. Yeah, we appreciate you. No way. It's all balance, man. It's all jokes.
I love it.
Sorry. Okay. Wheel. So the Ready to Love. You know what? That was the main part of it. I know that someone else happened, and my brain can't even think now who else had a situation in that episode now, because there's only 4 people I actually remember something happened. I know Angie, but
Chenise and Fritz.
Chenise and Fritz. Yes, Chenise, Fritz, and because she then cast out.
What the hell was that about?
Cam, because Cam was all in her DMs or texting her or doing
Chenise
something.
did way too much. She did now.
Did she do too much?
Yeah, I feel like you making me have to feel bad for Cam really annoyed me. I was like, not you making me feel sympathy for Cam. Don't make me side with men. I hate when women make me side with.
You know, says that she don't like this shit.
And one thing, see what they gonna do is she gonna hate them, man. And then if she sees them in person, she's still gonna hate him. So shout out to Seaway consistency.
Shout out to me for keeping that same energy. I am queen of keeping that same energy. She did too much. All she wanted to do was show that she was with Fritz, and then so she did too much on Cam because she thought Cam was an easy target. I didn't like that. Get Cam for what he do. If you know that you was trying to go over to his house in the middle of the night, don't get all big and bad on the stage. Yeah, Shanice does get pick me vibes. And you know what? If it's a pick me or a man, I'm a side with the man because I can't stand pick me's. So if the pick me energy was agitating. Now Sean shaking his head.
If y'all want to see where to side with y'all, man, find you a pick me.
Find me a pick me. I will never side with them. Never. All that hooping and hollering she was doing for Cam for what? When you was trying to take him on, when you was probably okay with him coming on the trip with you. All for Fritz? We're doing all of this for Fritz? We can't be. We can't be. Shanice too pretty for that. Body too tea for that.
My man, my man, my man.
No, I love Chenise. She was my favorite. That bubbling brown skin. I love Chenise. Oh, did I think she do too much? Yes, she did. She did way too much, but she looked beautiful doing too much.
She looks fantastic.
Chenise is so fine, man. Oh,
she's beautiful.
That brown skin, that bubbling brown skin. She looked. Lucky
and her
man
hair was. She never had a hair out of place. When I tell you, no matter the heat, no matter the weather, no matter like hair was.
Maybe always, was all in the pool with the hair. You seen her?
It still looked good.
Bodysuit and hair, bodysuit and hair, baby.
Yeah. So honestly, so when I say this, I'm never gonna tell a lie. She's way too beautiful. I'm not gonna say she's too beautiful for Fritz. If she wants to be with Fritz, that's her decision. That's fine. But doing all that stuff with Cam, was ridiculous to me. She did too much. She looked like she was looking for a moment.
So the question was, what was really going on behind the scenes with Cam? Because it seems like every woman, at least, well, most of the women were ready to pounce. So, like, what kind of games was he?
Still, really because he was hitting everybody up. It seems like after the show, it looks like he must have been just hitting everybody line, seeing what he could make shake. That's what it sounds like. Just trying to get attention or whatever he was trying to get. He seems like he hit up Shanice. He hit up Rose. He hit up what's the Sahara's and she blocked him. I don't know who else he hit up. It seemed like he hit up a lot of the women just looking for attention. And he just ended up getting air out. But the thing is, Cam don't even care about getting air out. You could tell.
Now that's a dark artist.
He just doing him. This is a time to be alive. He enjoying himself. The draws.
I mean, I pretty much like Shanice. I think everybody got their things. I think she was a little attention seeking, especially with that little And I think that's going to be more discussed in the next part where she did the painting with Cisco. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure why she felt the need to tell us that Cam reached out to her to help him make decisions on who he should choose. You know, fast forward to like he wanted to be with her on her vacation. I mean, I just don't think like unless there was something more to that just was cut out. But to me, it's like that stuff you could just take to the grave with you. You know, like that ain't nothing substantial. Unless you liked him and you felt like he played you, then say that. But then skip to her and Fritz being in a relationship. That to me was just really, I don't know. It just didn't. She talk about they pray together. I didn't get that, you know. I'm sorry.
Red flag.
It
When does
just,
the men talk about they pray with you? Red flag. Red flag.
They said they was
anybody
in
watching
prayer
that is
position. I didn't hear the full thing. Edited messed up the full thing for y'all.
Don't confuse that
As
with
soon as a man says, I want to pray for you,
Fine.
red flag, run.
I'm trying to see where edited messed it up for y'all. They said they was in prayer position,
That's right.
not
You ever been in a prayer
prayer.
position before? The amount of covering you have to do for that person.
Fritz don't look like he's
And you
praying
know
for
she a
y'all.
nudist, so it's a lot of covering Fritz got to do. She know, you know,
Wow.
she.
And we've got to make sure you cover that person who is naked. We want to cover you with the presence.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Amen.
someone said, gee, that's
If they
right. Bow
like it,
down.
whatever they got going on, if they like it, I love it. You know, I just don't. I mean, let's skip to today. Are they together today? Because that'll be the proof in the pudding for me. Because it just looked very situational. And to be honest, you know, I'm still on my journey of, you know, patriarchy and a little bit of control. I would be pissed if the woman that I'm praying with is over here giving all this extra energy to some next dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if we together like that, why is you over here talking about, you know, him sending you notes, him asking to be your boy toy? Like, that shouldn't even be in your forefront of your frontal cortex up in here. Like, you should be about me. You know, it's all about me. So I would be a little bit tight, you know, if I'm claiming you and you talk about what the next dude did, you know, as past tense. You know, I need you to be in such bliss that all you could think about is what you and me got going on, and Cam is in your distant rearview mirror. So if it's true, that would be my thing. Is like, if we do, hey, I need you to, I'll be tapping you on your knee, like, hey, take it down a little bit. It's a lot of energy when, you know, you got what we got going on.
Well, I agree. Maybe that's my internalized misogyny, because that's the only time the only thing I was thinking is all this yelling and this supposed to be your man. What are you yelling at another man next to your man for?
To show him I'm fighting for him like this man was fighting for Sahara. Okay, that's my man.
Okay.
I gotta show him that, you know, let me air out this dude business in front of everybody, so y'all know ain't nothing going on in front of my man. You know, sometimes these little sly dark arts got to be played. You know what I'm saying? Even if I hit this man, I gotta act like I never hit this man. You know,
is that what men want? Is this something new? Did I miss something?
No, I ain't say this is what men want. This is just psychological warfare that some people play. You know what I'm saying? That just like Cam was playing that same game in that lounge when he was sitting there fighting for Sahara the whole time, only to be at the end still undecided on if he gonna choose Sahara just to sleep with Rose. That's the same thing she doing. She just got to prove to Fritz, I'm with you in this moment, even if I ain't with you in all moments.
Yeah, I think women do want men to fight for them. I didn't know men wanted women to fight for them.
We in 2025, Seaway.
I know. I saw this whole video where this guy was talking about how the woman, I think I sent it to Leishan, how this woman snuck and paid for the bill while he wasn't paying attention, and he broke up with her for that. And I agree, he should break up with her for that, because what are you doing that for?
He should. He doesn't know what a blessing looks like.
That's not a blessing.
People like him don't know what blessings look like. Definitely
out of control.
A curse onto the land.
You want her to be single because you feel like she's being a pick me. She's messing it up for you.
Somebody done bless. Somebody from heaven has sent her on a mission to bless you.
If he invited you on a
away.
date, if he invited you on a date on a nice dinner, and you're gonna have the audacity to slide your card, here's my thing. Here's my thing. That's foolish, and I've been meaning to talk about this, so we could just add it in now.
I've been meaning to talk about this. That's wild.
She slid that in like
I know it's been stressing you the whole week,
that
boy.
made me so mad when I listened to that story. I was like, "This is the problem. This is the problem. We got to stop that. If you go on a nice date, you know, y'all don't need to be trying to figure out who got the biggest balls, and you over here sliding your card in the middle of the night while he got his back turned. Like, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. That's not how you show your worth to a man, by sliding your card, you know?
That's right.
So all you're going to do is set yourself up for either a 50-50 warrior or a nigga try to use you. That's all you're going to do. So like, don't do that. That annoyed me.
So I can't buy him a meal no more.
You can offer.
Pay for that meal.
I'm trying
Other ways to pay.
I'm gonna tell you now. No, coach, I'm gonna tell you now. If I'm paying for your meal, you know what you're doing for me later.
Hello. That's right. Open yourself up to Songs of Solomon, and let's start from there.
Jay being funny. You can offer. I offer. You know, you can make nice gestures, but don't do too much.
Don't just offer, Seaway. I want you to go all the way, because a half empty offer like that, you're not using your whole heart. I want you to use your whole offer the way. Maybe buy me a drink or something. Show me that card works and that plastic isn't empty.
I'll be Big Mama. I'll buy you a drink. I don't mind. But what I'm not doing,
buy me something.
Big Mama.
If you invite me to a nice dinner, Ghanaian man, I am not sliding my card. Sneaking my card.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Just the left side is for us. All right. That whole menu, you order anything off that whole menu.
That's right.
You know what time
Down
it
the
is.
right hand side.
I'm gonna need you in prayer position tonight. That's all I'm telling you.
Covered.
Sorry, I don't know. That just made me so mad. I'm like, we have lost the plot. That is not what we do.
The plot thickens.
Definitely.
I know. I hear it though. I do hear it. I mean, I guess
broken up with.
You know, I mean, listen, okay. I think it's all about, it's all about the reciprocation. Maybe not paying a date, but show us show appreciation, show genuine, appreciation for the gift of the blessing of the free meal that you have. You know what I mean? Show us that you appreciate. I think that's all we really asking for. I'm not asking
my friends, because that's exactly what you are.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. You see, that's why you gotta get them into a prayer position. Because forgiveness needs to be done. Repent. The kingdom is at hand. Okay.
No, I'm very appreciative. Kojo, how many months was I saying thank you for you bailing me out when my friend did what she did in that club?
That's true. Oh, and that's what I'm trying to say. But doesn't. I don't need you to then go and pay back. You know what I'm saying to you? That's all it ever really is. I think for us as men, it's just, you know what I mean. So I think you're right. Like, I'm bantering about you pay. Like, I think it's always just about the gratification. It's just the appreciation that can be verbal. It does not need to be necessarily anything monetary. It's just that appreciation, and I think people can take that away. You know what I mean? Now, those of you using people for free meals, repent. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. The rapture is tomorrow. So just want to let you know.
And maybe because so many women are doing that, women feel like they need to show that they're not doing that by like sliding cards in the night or whatever. But
I'm like this with it. Like Coach said, showing appreciation because you've been there for me is one thing. Like on the first date, yeah, maybe not, because I need you to be a man. I need you to lead. I need to see, what I'm saying, something like this. But like if we've been together for a while and stuff like that, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem treating you. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. And I know that's what Seaway on too. I know she ain't got no problem treating her man, her and stuff like that too, things or whatever. So it's not that. It's just to start. Why are you doing her like that? Don't do it like that.
Don't do my friend like that.
Don't do her like that. You know she treats
her actually very generous.
Yes,
She
I am generous.
Don't let the secret out. Don't let her tell you, but she is very generous. You know, to
I
her
am.
friends, the people she
I'm
knows.
very generous to people who I know got me. Like if you give me the vibe that you got me, I have no problem. So for me, you know, I could tell like if it ain't no issue, it's literally not an issue. But it's just you gotta let, especially on the first date or second date, you have a nice guy that wants to really show you that he's like, you know, capable of leading, capable of taking care of you, and you take it away trying to drop your balls on the table. That's what I'm telling people. Like, don't do that. Let him actually do what he came to do.
Yeah, because you're dictating the relationship from the beginning.
Yeah,
but I mean, if that's what you want,
That's
if
very
you
true.
want to be the lead of the relationship, then that's fine too. That, you know, he just got to be comfortable with it. But
yeah, I think you ladies are right. I'm not gonna. I'm facetious. You're absolutely right. Allow the man to do what the man do. You know. And you know, I what I love and fascinate about this is I think you absolutely deep in it. It's actually true. You do need to allow that man just to pay for that meal. And do you know what you also needed to do? You need to keep that same energy throughout the whole relationship. See, the same way that you're very much wanting to submit in that moment, want him to take that lead. I need it all the way through the relationship. Yeah, don't spark up later on. I need that same energy all the way through.
This shit always takes a turn.
You said be quiet the whole way through.
He said, if you got a point, C-Way, then I got a point too.
Hey, first of all, don't go. As soon as I slide
I'll
that
pay,
card
but
in
you
the
gotta
night,
shut up.
wait, hold on. As soon as I slide that card in the night, relationship switch. My turn. I'm on top.
Exactly.
You the submissive one now.
I knew Kojo was too agreeable. I'm like, he coming with something.
I wasn't being a bit too agreeable. It was too bait. It was too bait. But what were we talking about? Chenise?
Who knows? I sidetracked. I had to get that off my chest. I appreciate y'all
that's all right.
for me.
That's all right. We have fun here. So
touched on it a little bit, but friends putting the
Yeah.
battery in friends back. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, who? What? You talking about Tay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by all
Unless
means,
you got
yeah.
bail money, sis. Don't put no battery in my back.
Oh, we yeah. Let's not do that, man.
You gotta know whose battery you packing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't need theirs recharge. That's all I'm saying. Like some people are unstable. Rose was unstable from the beginning of this daggone reunion. She's an unstable creature.
For real, and we've seen that, so we understand that it's, you know,
ain't no way I'm telling the person crying over man, let's go savage. No, because she throwing bricks in people's windows now.
She didn't the very thing that Cam and Hussein said they don't want to see. So yeah. I mean, Tay did put a battery in her back. She kind of really encouraged her to go out there. You know, Tay little funny one. She put a little battery in her back and then sent her on the way like clockwork, and then left her to it. And then, but I mean, Rose obviously just didn't need much pushing. But once she got that push, oh girl was flying down that relay lane. I mean, she took that baton and ran. She had a Shikari moment. I can't lie to you. She was gone. So, but yeah, I definitely agree with that. Anyone else whose thoughts on Tay putting a battery in her back? Because that was actually, I didn't remember seeing that scene. If not,
no. I mean, no. It was just quick and it was agitating as hell.
Just bad advice, you know.
You know what it reminds me of, Sean?
What?
It reminds me of Shelly giving Olandria bad advice the entire time of Love Island. And it kind of triggered me a little bit because I cannot stand when women give each other bad advice.
Oh God, please release C-Way from her Shelly annoyance. Shelly has stressed her out.
I did just see Shelly and Ace looking absolutely adorable, and they popped back on.
Oh, they was on. You saw them when they was at the airport going somewhere.
Yes, and they looked really cute. You know, I'm not gonna be biased, but they look really cute. They always look cute together.
They're coming around a little bit. But
Yeah.
Ace is still a menace. I don't care. You know, he's a complete menace.
He's definitely a menace, but they look cute together. But no, this reminded me of all the bad advice Shelly was giving Alandria the entire time in the villa, and it was horrible.
Yeah, I just think sometimes, you know, don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me, you know. Shout out to John B. He knew it back then. And I think sometimes you can't listen to your friend's relationship advice, especially, and I don't have the lyrics for this song, but Lloyd Banks has a song called Bad Advice. And it's pretty much, you know, if your friend's relationship is in shambles, don't listen to them. And Tay, you know, if you watch, you know, I love you, you know, I love you. I'm down for you, you know, but your situation with Cisco is looking kind of techie right now. I wouldn't be amping Rose up. I would be trying to calm her down. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, go off, sis, go off. No. She doesn't need the help. You see, she's a firecracker popping all up and down the place. She needs to be calmed down. She needs to be talked down, talked out of it, you know. So I just want to know what Tay was thinking in that moment to just try to be like, let me amp her up like she needed the fuel.
Okay. 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 Tay's been sorted out. I guess we ain't saying too much about her. You know what I mean? We ain't putting batteries in each other's backs either. Pause. Okay. So
I didn't get the pause.
I think it did. A battery in someone's back. It just sounded wrong.
Okay. I'm not the pause police. That's usually Sean, but it did. I didn't think it needed it.
Yeah, throw him on the bus. Why don't you see way?
Except for, you know, a specific instance, but outside of that, he's released from it when it comes to me. So I'm
sure Sean is not even about the pause anymore. There's nothing that will make Sean say pause anymore. He is mature and grown. He doesn't do those things anymore. Am I lying, Sean?
Okay, I've heard some feedback, and apparently it did not need a pause. I think you were okay with that.
I think putting a battery in some man's back is definitely needed a pause on that. It just sounds a little bit. Just sounds a little.
Pause if you're unsure. Okay, here it is.
Culture, come on.
If you Dame Dash out here, you pause a lot of things. All right, you know what I'm saying? Pause on everything.
Yeah, that's definitely the spirit of Dame that has entered into that one. That's not that one, bro. Children are traumatized.
Pause if you're unsure. Okay.
They said it wasn't sus at first. Now it is. So there you go.
Now it is going to a place.
You convinced everybody that it needs a pause.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy work, y'all.
Not y'all said I have the pause consortium. I'm screaming.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, you could have paused when you was giving Eddie all that praise during your Deanna interview.
He's a very handsome man.
That was a good looking man. I mean,
I can see how the girls think he's sexy.
I woke up.
What did he say about Eddie? What did he say?
I said he's a good looking man. He's handsome. He's sexy.
Oh, you called him sexy too?
I mean, I want to see what you're gonna say. I want to see what you're gonna say. Oh, you doing the bending? That's the tone she took. Oh, you doing the bending? That's the same tone she used. She said, "Oh, you call him sexy? Oh, you doing the bending, coach?" That's the tone she used.
That's the tone she straight up used. Oh,
yeah, sexy is a bridge too far, bro. That is a bridge too far.
A bridge we shall not cross.
Now I'm gonna pause you. That's a full stop. That's not even a pause.
All right, cool. All right.
That's a pause. All right. Is that a question?
I can see how that could be a pause. You know,
I just didn't know. I just didn't know if that's where we were taking it. You know.
I didn't say that. I didn't say this.
I mean, he's a very nice looking man, but I just figured there was something wrong with him because he was on the show. So.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some men, you know, they know they're good looking, but they, you know, they're looking for love. You know.
And he really didn't do nothing to nobody. He was nice looking.
Yeah.
And didn't bother nobody.
He's just trying to get by.
What did she say about Eddie? I didn't get a chance to watch her interview. I had
She just said, you know, he's a handsome man with a lovely face. That's what she's basically saying.
With like beautiful gowns, gowns.
Is that Sean? Is that beautiful gowns moment? I always get that mixed up.
I didn't get that from her because I don't know why they didn't take off. Oh, because
too young. He's too young.
Getting eliminated. That's right. Yeah,
and he was too young as well.
How old is he?
I think he's in the early 30s, right? So he's like 31, 32, 33.
But I think the word on the street was that he had a girlfriend the whole time anyway.
Yeah, he's supposed to got some situation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what. Again, that's the word on the street.
What they said that they said
that's what they saying. You know.
I hear it. And that's what they be killing it these days, boy. So I hear it. When they say they, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the ladies, y'all need to watch that Deanna interview. It was a great interview, Coach. But Deanna.
What do you want to say? Talk to us.
Deanna won the whole career conversation. Deanna just needed to stop. It wasn't landing Deanna. And then the other thing I'm going to say about Deanna, and I think it's real for a lot of the ladies that was on the show, the women did not like Khalil. They all keep saying he was a nice guy, but they did not like Khalil. Like, they didn't. And it was crazy. And then Deanna's a nice girl, but I think Deanna likes toxicity. I think she kept saying she's not healed from whatever past relationship she was in. She wasn't healed. She admitted she wasn't healed. She needs some help on being healed. And also, Deanna, her comments about the career was a little cringy too. If he getting that bag, I want him to focus on that career. It's like, I think Deanna's probably fallen in love really hard, really fast, and she's gotten her feelings hurt. And she doesn't want to go back to that place, but she's a little bit closed off too. Beautiful, but she's beautiful. Beautiful woman. But them comments she was making during that interview, it was like, oh, Deanna, stop. Please stop. Just stop. But that's what I got from it. I don't know. Maybe I was the oddball out, but yeah.
No, I hear you. It's a fair take. I don't think it's a bad take. I think it's a fair take. I'm saying it's a fair take. I think I don't think anyone's watched it yet, but yeah, it was a fair take, and I definitely hear on that aspect. That's cool, babe. That's fine.
Like 5 hours when I seen it, so it was like how it worked.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm like halfway through.
That's okay.
I'll watch it. I'll run it back though.
Don't worry, it's good. You can put it on full-time speed now.
We can have the deep dive.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I definitely hear you on that aspect, and I get it as well. Oh, shout out to C-Way. She said, listen, she said she ain't gonna let nobody slip their card underneath the table. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
It's on the table, baby. She put the card on the table.
That's the touch. She said, okay, enough of that chat about me not being generous.
No cards in the night.
Show me
respect on my
name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Big Mama politely called the waiter over and be like, bow. I don't even take care of it.
She said, bada bing, bada bam, bam.
And I'm gonna play whatever he wants. My little
I'm gonna play a little clip for you, C-Way. Thank you.
Who are you? My name is a pimp named Slickback.
Thank you very much, C-Way. We appreciate you. A pimp named Slickback, okay?
Pimp named C-Back.
That's right. What's your nickname, C-Way, again? From the other trenches? From the other trenches of the internet? You had another nickname. What they call you?
It's just C-Way.
From the trenches. I can't say the name because that's how you summon people, and I don't want to summon nobody.
Oh, you're not I'm a son. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You gotta get the clip from Jay.
Jay has a I'm a plus one. Jay has a clip.
She a plus one,
No.
baby.
Yeah,
I'm a
plus
plus
one.
one.
I'm like, look, if I'm a plus one, I'm a plus one to some great company. I don't mind.
Right.
We done
one.
had a ball.
I'm gonna start a beef again. Oh, my bad. Sorry,
Yeah.
let's take that. Let me stay away from it. My bad. I feel bad. I'm sorry again. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Coach,
Oh.
get
You
7 videos.
gotta know. Y'all hush. Y'all be snitching over here. Stop the roles over here. Stop coming over here telling
That's
everybody.
right. That's right. Let me stop being hot. Okay. Someone said I was too hot to ask the right questions. Oh damn.
Who was
Y'all be accusing me. Y'all accusing me of. I flirt with everybody apparently. So any woman that comes on, I'm flirting with them. So at this point, there ain't a woman alive that I haven't flirted with. So
Apparently, are you saying that's not what you do?
hold on a minute.
Are you gaslighting us, sir?
Coach be acting like Cam, flirting with people, then wondering why he in a jam.
Apparently.
Hold on a minute, sir.
He is
Hold on a minute, sir.
narrow all the time.
Hold on a minute, sir.
Giving everybody the eyes.
Now, brother,
Let's not confuse. Let's not confuse.
How many of my friends done fell in love with Kojo?
Let's not confuse.
I have many of my friends.
I'm not sure what has happened to you this evening.
My brother,
But
we are united
you need to be. We're gonna block you in a second.
Let's discuss that. Let's discuss that.
Back to the matter at hand.
For the brothers and sisters, let's discuss this.
This is the gaslighting post.
That is. Let's rewrite history because what are we talking about?
Ready to zap your memory.
Just want to remind you that that's not flirting. Just want to let you know that's not flirting.
Then what is it? What would you call it, Coach?
Wait,
let me tell you what that is.
Let me tell you what that is.
That is good rapport.
Kojo's gotten so much better.
Hold up.
That's me understanding that the dynamics. Exactly. Thank you, lawyer. This is simply an accusation I cannot accept. You know what I'm saying? It's against my reputation.
I cannot let my client speak any further. There will be no further questions. Thank you.
A disdain on my reputation.
Hello.
People
out here just defaming people and stuff.
Defaming people. People in the chat. I'm in love with this girl. I'm not in love with those women. I'm in love with all of them.
Say no more. Say no more.
Sorry, I'm getting myself in trouble. Freudian slips.
I think it was really only Zadia, y'all. Zadia, he really was in love. You got to be a little toxic. Yeah, you got to be a little toxic.
That's why it hurt me so badly that she had me.
Kyra. Wait, Sean, about to listen to
even Camille. I got a type, man. These toxic.
What was the other one from
She's married now, so we can't talk about her. She's married.
A beautiful girl that can sing.
Mumine, listen, Mumine was shout to Mumine, but she didn't have enough toxicity.
Mumine didn't have them.
I needed to be on the same level as Morgan, Camille. I need the ones that seemingly I need to save.
Yeah, you're right, Morgan.
Sabrina 2.0.
I need to save them.
Sabrina 2.0 got her. Which
one's that one?
Sabrina.
Oh, that's probably the only one that's.
Got her in a crazy way.
She got me. I mean, not in a flirty way, but she got me.
Not in a flirty way. Yeah. She got you in a crazy way.
Hand up on me on that one.
She tried to hell out this dude. She got that. I was like, oh.
I didn't see it coming. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know,
Sabrina's she's the truth.
So small and cute. I didn't see it. You know what I mean? I didn't see it coming. So that again.
She had our boy Donovan on the ropes too. You know that's Sabrina. You know, I love you, bro.
Myself.
I can't let y'all do my boy. He's not here.
Yeah, I gotta say, no Donovan slander will be tolerated.
Better men have tried,
but I can't let y'all do my boy.
Thank you, Sean. Better men have tried than me, and they failed. So what about me? I had no chance. I mean, you know what I mean?
I had no chance.
I was no chance. I was easy pickings. So better men have tried. So I'll take that. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. And that's what I'm gonna say.
I came to the defense of
Hey,
Billy
mama,
Shout out to my other lawyer in the chat as well. You know, thank you, Katie. You know, we do argue a lot, me and my lawyer, oftentimes, but when she needs to come through, she comes through. Absolutely right. I was deactivating strategies. You don't know. Thank you. It's gonna be my new thing. Whenever you see me do this on an interview, you know what's about to happen. It's my new signal for you guys now. You now know.
You remember nothing.
You would exactly. Exactly. Flash on. You
That's equivalent to Sean's nevertheless. When he hit you with the nevertheless, be ready for the
be ready for it to change.
Right.
Phil done left us. Phil like y'all just on some boo boo. Y'all whack.
Whack.
You should know.
We got too much dip on our chip.
You really have way too much. Shout out to Phil for that one.
Oh, Jesus.
What are we even talking about, y'all?
I don't even know. We
we started with
slip up and say
bad advice, and then we circled
we did
on other things.
Yeah, it got better.
Yeah,
it got better.
I don't know. Is there anything else that happened on the reunion? Anything else that was important?
They
that happened on the reunion. I'm trying to
They played the game, and we found out Rocky is the real threat. She
said she done said. What did she say? She said something like
volleyballs at people.
Yeah,
she missed.
I was like, damn, Rocky.
I mean, we didn't talk about the busting of the windows, but I don't.
Yes, talk to us about the busting of the windows. See where have you ever busted a window on a window of a car?
I kicked a window in.
And is that in your past life? Or is that something you're currently doing right now?
No. I don't pay the stupid tax no more. No.
That's it. There you go. Thank you very much.
That was in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was tried. If you knew why, you would have busted the window in too, playing with me. For sure.
I love that. I love the group accountability you just brought us into. Thank you.
Yeah. But I already admitted to that, and y'all was over here.
I know you did.
Never did nothing.
Wait. Angie said the same thing. Y'all should have asked what he do though.
Exactly.
That's the group accountability I was talking about. Thank you very much, Jay. That's the group accountability I'm talking about. Thank you very much for pointing that out. The group accountability. When we do this, we know what we're saying. We know.
But you know what? The accountability comes if you know you can't control your anger. You need to control your situation. You cannot be with somebody who making you want to bust windows out, bust any type of windows, door windows, car windows. So if you know you with somebody that's making you that mad, if you can't access anger management at that juncture, the least you can do is see yourself to the exit, And so I really did like how Tommy was trying to, get her accountability, and she just never found it. She just never found the accountability anywhere.
And he asked her as well, like, okay, like, is there anything that you can work on or be, Old girl had the same moment I did. So
yeah, she talked about she never found. I don't know why it was so hard for her to figure out what she could work on.
Because there's nothing to work on.
We all have stuff we can work on.
Yeah, she was like,
no, but when you're here,
what? Me?
There's nothing to work on. When you're here, there's nothing to work on.
Ain't Angie in her 40s?
Yeah.
She said she busted.
No, I don't know. She's in her 30s. Yeah.
I think she in her early 40s, so somewhere around mid 30s.
Yeah, I think she's 40 or 41, something like that.
So it was 39 when she busted.
She said she bust windows like 5 years ago.
Oh, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's what, 37, 38. It's she's still young. So at that point, you have to give her grace. If she's 42, that's when she's 37 5 years ago. She's still young.
That's girl math you got going on.
If you look at her age, 3 plus 7 is actually 10. So technically, she's still young.
You don't age
3
for
plus 7 is 10.
Years anyway, so
you have to think of it that way. You have to, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying to you? Think about that.
Somewhere in the middle, there's no age. That's why True couldn't tell her age because there was no age.
Can we talk about that? True and all that.
Okay, you two. Okay. No problems. It's what True.
The twins.
The twins were twinning up.
But Rocky, but wait, let's not forget. Rocky says she took anger management. So
okay, so she's
accountability.
doing better.
Yeah, she did say that.
She did have some accountability.
I mean, after you still launch a whole rolling ball at somebody, I'm pretty sure you're mandatory anger management at the least.
And it works. That court ordered anger management. Now, mind you, I was never court ordered it, but a lot of the things that we used to have to like sentence people with, I used to take it, so you know like what you're doing, like what you're sentencing people to. So I was like, oh, I took an anger management course. It was really helpful.
Hey, I had to take it. I'm not gonna say for why, but it did help.
So if you feel, you need, I don't know if there's a hotline for anger management, but if you have access to anger management, through a non-for-profit and stuff like that, I really suggest you take it. It really does help.
Yeah, amen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good knowledge too. I ain't gonna hold you. It's some practical stuff in there for your day-to-day, just dealing with people in the workplace, all that stuff, like. Because and
they teach you like when you're being triggered, so that you're being triggered, and you're able to sense like, okay, like how Dame told Charlamagne, you're triggering me,
because that anger management class was working.
Exactly, you're triggering me.
I'm triggered.
That's why when people be like, you're triggered, I do not get offended. I be like, yeah, okay, yes.
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you, Seaway, because that anger management class was working for you in Jamaica.
Did you see it? No, that was a trauma response. I don't even think that was anger management. I can't even put that. That was actually me being traumatized.
But when we got back to that room, that
was anger management. Yeah,
because you started talking like a teacher. I will not be disrespected like this. I am your friend. Okay? I'm here for you. I've never heard you articulate your words and hit them syllables like that. I said, oh, this is serious.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying.
I said, I'm straight.
What a great moment.
Sean was so proud of me. He said, I've never seen him so calm.
I was like this. I was like,
Sean started like this, and then he was like,
Sean didn't
we
know
all needed anger management that day.
Sean didn't know who I was. He was like, I'm used to Crash Out Seaway. She over here enunciating her words.
Hey, listen, when Seaway got too calm for me, I was like, you know what? I need to walk away.
It's a little.
It scared everybody. It was like, wait.
She went and sat down on the pool chair. I was like, what?
Yeah. Because I was not listen. I was not
sit down on the pool
Seaway
chair,
not to snap back at me when I'm like, you need to get your friend. Seaway said. I said, okay. I'm gonna take that and go.
What I do, I just sit down.
She said, I was like, oh.
I said, I just don't
know. Sorry, y'all. We had a great time in Jamaica. That's all y'all know.
I'm not sorry. We had a great time.
Had a great time in Jamaica.
You're gonna always know about Jamaica, but never know about it. So fantastic. You got to be there.
This is how you keep
saying his not jail story.
Next time when we actually have a holiday booked, then y'all want to come, you're going home.
I mean, at this point, they should figure out the story. We done told bits and pieces. Somebody just need to put it together.
They can't.
I would have put it together by now.
Because I've read it.
No.
Everyone is invited on the trip next time.
Absolutely. Everybody's allowed on the trip next time. You will know locations and dates.
Amen.
But y'all gotta have some discernment. Don't be over here spilling.
You would know a location, not ours.
For my protection.
They said they tied us. Y'all don't know what we went through. We went through a lot in that trip.
We were tied that day too. You don't know. I was literally swimming.
I was tried and tied.
I can't swim.
And I'm serious. I got different stories. I got stories from every angle. I feel like everybody got a story from that.
That night, the full moon was out. I'm telling you, the wolf thing was going on, bro. The full moon was out, and people turned into werewolves. I don't know what was going on. It was a different night.
All y'all need to know is Kojo was the problem and the source of it all.
I genuinely was. For once in
He
my
wants
life, I'm
the
going to
drama,
accountability.
okay?
Kojo was the
I'm
drama.
gonna pass the buck of accountability over to Seaway and Sean. So yes, yeah.
It hasn't always been Kojo. Sometimes it was Sean and I getting into it. Other people, Jay hungry. She mad. I mean, we all done took our turn. But in Jamaica,
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
definitely not
hunger
That
is
day
a
was
problem. My
jokes.
hunger is a problem.
Oh
on
my
every trip.
days.
It's been every
Yo,
trip. It's been Houston. It's been Atlanta.
Yo, hey.
Jamaica's the only one that's not been a problem. That's because where food was all the time. So Jamaica not on me, but the first
We
two
were
trips,
at an all-inclusive.
I'll take Jamaica.
so
I'll take Jamaica. I'll take Jamaica.
You can leave at any moment and get you
I'll
some
take
meat.
Jamaica.
I'm out.
Take that. I'll take Jamaica. I'll take that one. That's on me. That one.
It definitely was Sean and I, so we deserved a break. So then it's
Jamaica was definitely me. I'll take that one.
Hey,
that was on me.
now I'll tell y'all this. When you got some good friends, and this is why I know Seaway Big Mama, because Sean and Seaway arguing who gonna pay the bill.
Bro, oh
in
Jay,
Atlanta.
oh. That still to this day, the argument didn't even make sense. You know?
Only
Makes sense.
listen, only
Come
for
on,
the
pay
fact
the
that
bill, bro.
I slid my card in the night. Like,
And I pay, and I pay mine as well.
Please.
Okay.
please just take this
I'm
card
sorry,
because I ain't got time for these two.
These two out here doing to me, to you. Who gonna pay the bill? If you don't pay the bill, get the frick out
It
of here.
wasn't a
And pay the
debate
tip.
over who's going to pay the bill. It was a debate
And how.
on the amount and
How.
how it was being split up. And I think the tip we were arguing over, it was several things. It was layered.
I don't know. It got long, and I was just like, here.
Me and Jay was that.
It's like, whatever y'all decide.
The fact that it was
Exactly.
arguing so long that they didn't even know I gave the
Over
man
that
my
syrup
card, and I had to
and the
stop
waffles.
it like, I done paid already, y'all.
It's done.
It was too funny. Syrup and waffles do that to you. You know what I mean? And some eggs in the breakfast. It will do that to you. You know what I mean?
It's the type A. It was the type A wars. That's what, like, and that's what happens when you have like multiple type A personalities. They have to figure out how to, commingle with each other.
Yeah. Especially because I have a what is it? The first child, oldest child syndrome. And then Sean got the only child syndrome, and we both type A. We bound to get into it because I'm gonna be trying to be regulating and instructing, and Sean don't want to be instructed, and so
And we have learned.
Yeah,
Look how we've come. Look how far we've come.
I've grown.
So I can't be trying to regulate everybody. Got to regulate myself.
Sorry, Phil. We don't got to just chat.
That's Phil. Phil said, "Thank y'all. It's always fun. Got an early day. See y'all next week. The episode was great. Rose and Cam seek help as well.
No.
Thank you very much, Philo.
Not
Thank you,
straight to
Philo.
that
We
lady.
appreciate you. Shout out to 10 Pickers as well. Super sicker. I'm surprised 10 Pickers hasn't told us to move on already. So, thank you, 10 Pickers. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Shout out to the 10.
And kept about her business.
She's
She
annoying.
put us on mute. She put us on mute. She put us on pause. She said these people, they ain't gonna move forward. I won't put them on pause. But shout out to you. Shout out to you as well, 10 Pickers. We always look forward to your comments as well. So we appreciate, babe. No. So I don't know what was it. We just jumped.
We were talking about true.
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 Sorry.
True
So
and
true accountability.
True being untrue.
Yes. True be untrue. True being a liar. True liar. What's your guys' thoughts on true and the age situation?
Another woman making me side with a man, pissing me off. It's just
Damn.
This has been multiple times in this reunion. I have to keep siding with men. Lady, you cannot do this. You're on a show where your age is relevant. You either need to tell your age. That is relevant to y'all being ready to love each other. If you either don't want kids or are out of childbearing years, that's relevant. And you shouldn't be ashamed about your age. Because first of all, you could be 42 and you could still be trying to pop out a kid. We don't know your business. We don't know your uterus. We don't know your situation. But, being lying about your age is just unacceptable. And I was the one who been said this. She definitely gave that man a Google number. And it was definitely weird. Y'all were trying to defend it.
Who is y'all?
A few of y'all was trying to defend that Google number.
I need you to state some names in the psyop.
I can't remember. It was one of y'all.
Name them and shame them, Seaway. Name them and shame
I
them.
probably was one of them ones.
All right,
That's right, Sean.
I'm sure gonna give out a Google number if I have it.
But if I'm giving out the Google number, just say you gave out the Google number. It's the gaslighting. You know you gave out the Google number.
That part.
And you know you never gave your age. Just say your age. Like, and then she's talking about he's not ready to love. He's ready to clock people wombs. Well, I mean, that's kind of relevant. I don't know. She lost me.
That's the part that lost me, is the fact that she want to try to sit here. Oh, he's over here just want to know how you are. So if you in childbearing years, yeah, girl, because he's intentional. Don't you want to be intentional? Don't you want a man that's intentional? Like, hello, why he wasting his time with you when he ain't got no future with you? What was your intentions? You over here trying to figure out what age you is and stuff, and then gonna try to gaslight all of us like we didn't watch the footage. Like, sis, did you watch the I didn't. I told my age. What are you talking about? No, you didn't. It was 3 episodes in and we still didn't know your age, sis. We was confusion. I don't know when age became a big old deal. Like, once you over 21, I know before 21, we like to lie and say we 21 so we can get some things. But after that, like, I should just be able to tell you my age. Like, I've been 25 for the last 10 years. I don't know what to tell you.
And look, they don't say nothing about it. They be like, okay.
All right. Okay, that's my business. I ain't never grown up.
And the way the 40s looking, y'all making the 40s look like 20s. 20s looking like 40s. But the womb ain't gonna lie, so people need to tell the truth.
Yeah, that ain't gonna tell you. That ain't gonna. It's a little dusty. It's a little.
You can't moisturize the womb. We're gonna have to tell the truth.
Oh my God.
Hey, they be getting these damn rejuvenations, baby. They think they can lie. They put some 10 years back on it.
That ain't gonna change that womb. You know what I mean?
You got to change that transmission. They think they got a new transmission down there, you know?
Yeah, no.
Well, the wealthy can do it, right? They say Janet Jackson had a baby in her 50s. But I think what you don't do, now listen, if you outside and you my friend and we at a place and you hear me throw out different numbers, I don't want you to raise an eyebrow. I'm going to say whatever age feels right. I might be 38. I might be 42. Whatever I say, I just want you to roll with it, okay?
Well, if you ain't going to see her again, then cool. If you ain't planning to see her again, I ain't busting your bubble. But what if you end up liking her and you started off with a lie, Sean?
Look, all I'm saying is just let me figure it out. See, we was good. just let me figure it out. We'll get there, you know? Okay. But I wouldn't get on TV telling folks I'm one age and I'm not another, because once you put yourself on a very national/international global platform, don't lie about your age, because it's very easy to figure out. So, and I think if you're coming on a show called Ready to Love, you just need to be honest and transparent about your age. True, this isn't the first season. I get it if it's the first season, right, and you're figuring it out. This is part of it. This is not anything new. It's not personal, you know? So I just wanted True to sometimes you got to learn when to hold them and when to fold them. She need to just let it go. She was being a little obtuse with the whole age thing. The Google number, I still don't think it was a big deal. I think Naeem was just being annoying, because if we remember, he started talking about nails and this and other things too. See, he was being a little annoying and nitpicky when it came to her. So I think just if she want to give you a Google number, whatever number she gives, if she got an Android and you got an Apple, whatever the dots is, let it be.
Yeah. That womb ain't lying. Neither is that neck, and neither is them hands. So I think everybody that neck gonna tell it, them hands gonna tell it every time.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And if that Ancestry.com, if that 23andMe told you had over 30% Caucasian, it's gonna tell it even more.
Y'all better start using your hydrochloric acid and get some laughter in your skin. You know what I'm saying? Keep that thing moisturized. You know?
Look, I bought some collagen. They had a sale down at the CVS.
Maybe have a collagen mask.
I got
You
that
gotta
black
put on
girl
that neck,
vitamin.
though.
I got that black girl
That's it.
vitamin collagen. Hey,
Everywhere, the head, the neck, all around.
Put it all on you. Cause baby, I'm gonna make y'all. Hey, if y'all could tell from these hands,
no hands look good, Jay.
They getting there. They starting to look like my grandma. I gotta slow down. They gonna be like my grandma. She has some nice hands when she was old.
Y'all are bad. Okay, y'all are bad.
I don't know. Can y'all guess? I mean, they had to ask True her age because I'm like, ma'am.
No, that neck look good, Jay. That face look good. Them hands look good.
I know, but I'm talking about True. I'm like, ma'am. Now we know they put Phil from DC at 45, way before this. So we know On is ready to play in our face when it comes to an age, but ma'am.
And he actually has a baby face, so I don't even know why they did that.
They was wrong for that.
I thought it was even 52 at one point. I saw it was 52 at one point. I was so confused.
They had him at 52.
I was so confused. I said, damn, he looked young.
How about saying easy on the 30%? My European ancestry is high. It's scary. That aging situation is.
Yeah, y'all gotta live stress free. True is over there. You see, all that lying be stressing you out because you got to keep up with the lie. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do all that, you don't be stressed out and you don't age. All that stuff age you. Stop all that lying. How you gonna be named True and you just out here lying?
You don't. What you need to do is you need to be yourself and cuss people out when necessary. That's what I'm willing to do. She 94. Frown at them, cuss folk out, tell the truth.
But did y'all know this? Her name ain't even True. It's like Keisha or something.
See, there we go.
Is it like Keisha True?
She just calls herself True. Her name is.
Well, you can't call yourself something you ain't been.
I think it's Keisha. It's something with a K. Don't quote me. It's like Keisha or like a version of Keisha.
Kesha.
Ketrusha? Because like, why are you putting True in anything?
Katrusha's a good one. Katrusha's a good one.
I gotta be.
I'm about to try that collagen mask though. I heard it's really good. It's been on Instagram. The peel off one, the overnight one.
I don't know.
What does that do for you?
Take black girl vitamins, collagen powder. I do that. So if y'all want my latest beauty trend secrets, that's one of the ones I'm doing.
It's supposed to tighten your skin, get rid of some of your dark spots. And
yeah.
Okay.
And y'all work out, drink your water, mind your business.
That's right. That will always help you. Open that Bible of yours and recite the scriptures.
That will always help.
Well, I did open my Bible for the first time in a while to read First Thessalonians about the rapture.
And if you're about that life, get in the prayer pose. That helps too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And listen, exactly. Especially if you're married. Those of you who are single, you shouldn't be any prayer poses. Okay. The only needs you should be understanding is between you and the Lord. None of need stuff. Okay. Keep it holy, keep it clean. I'm telling you. All right.
Wait, what's that got to do with the prayer pose?
They keep you young.
I'm just saying, listen, you're married. You can definitely do the prayer pose.
I thought we were really praying. What is y'all talking about?
You are praying together.
Her name is Keisha Jones. Keisha Jones.
So there's no True in there. See, well, Khalil had a valid point. Khalil had a valid point in that confessional. She ain't nothing but a liar, a cheater, a heartbreaker, a deceiver.
but who is Khalil with now? Because it threw me off.
Khalil with himself.
No,
Angie got the shot. Angie said he got the shot in the store, but I didn't know where she was going with that. I was confused on that part. He got the shot in sport. I don't know. I needed some elaboration on that. Like what? I think they dropped the ball on that part. They needed to call him from the back and let him get on the couch so he could explain what the hell was going on with that.
Oh, because is that the one that was the third base?
Yeah, she said home run or something.
No, she said he scored. He shot his side and he scored. So I don't know what she mean by scored. I don't know if he got the number, he got the real number, not the Google Doc number. I don't know if he made it to the condoms on the floor, that the ones they not using. I don't know. I don't know what type of score he did, but he scored.
Angie gonna come backstage and get you like she got when she came for Cam. Guns
Keep
a
my
blazing.
MFing name out your MFing mouth. Keep my wife's name.
And once again, Sahara, baby girl, was the voice of reason. Kojo, I need you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a side quest. I'm gonna reach out to her. We've
You
never
go and do that.
communicated.
I love
I
you.
want you to interview her so bad.
No worries.
Said at
Because
least
I know
talk
she ain't
to
gonna
him.
respond to
See
me.
if he lied to you. I loved it. Let him
He
at least try to
definitely
lie, dig.
Is she mad at you, Kojo? Come on.
I think because of the way I interviewed Cam about his connection with Sahara, I kind of alluded to the fact that he was just playing with her a little bit. That was before the reunion came out.
Shouldn't be mad at that
Because that's what I'm trying to say. So she needs to come on this platform and actually apologize.
Oh. Well,
Sahara,
well, if you're expecting that.
don't pay it no mind. We want to hear from you.
Just kidding. No, we want to hear from Sahara still. I would be happy to interview. I'd love to be able to interview Sahara. Like I said, she's a cute girl. You know what I mean? I'm not flirting. I just want to just be able to have an interview.
Not the low one.
Just a little one. just a little one. You know what I mean?
Too much.
So Tim Pickens says she's advocating for Sahara to get another season. No. She had 2 chances.
Another
Come up.
season. We okay.
Unless they do an all-star. I don't
She
want to
can
hear
definitely
anything.
go on an
about it.
all-star. I'll put her
I
on an
Yeah,
all-star.
I think she was an all-star.
I want to see her on another season because this batch of men just wasn't it.
I
Now
just
there was no surprise.
somebody that's out there too, though. I would like to see her on an all-star. I know a lot of probably some of the past men probably be like, yeah, maybe not, but some of them like to be in the bushes. So therefore, I think those people and Sahara,
Not the ones in the bushes. I could see her with some of the dudes on that Miami cast because they was a little rough and tumble. Maybe the ones in the Miami cast would work.
from Philly too.
Huh?
I feel like some of the Miami cast was from Philly.
Yeah, because that Miami cast was a little different.
And you know what? Yeah, a little bit as no, you can't use him. He was a bit dangerous. I was gonna suggest Zoe, but he went over the top.
Did Owen tell you where we're going next?
Oh, where do we say we go next?
I thought it was
Are they going to Detroit or something? Chicago. Chicago, Detroit.
Lord, if I see,
let's hope we get better
on Detroit.
I just feel like they're not coming here because I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nobody said they was going on it. Maybe I'm just out the mix, but I feel like
Big Mama.
I feel like I would have heard somebody say something.
See, baby, knowing the people.
See, wait, you didn't even know they was coming to your city until I told you. Ever since she ran into David from Married at First Sight, she's pocket.
I keep telling you, that's it.
She ran up on David and Madison. She done got the inside scoop.
And I still didn't feel
it. See it, Rose? You see how you do that, Rose? It'd be another inside scoop. Y'all lucky. We really don't be spilling all the inside scoop we be having, man. Listen.
Bro.
Listen.
It's like the unique one, bro.
Because it was this that one season. Woo!
Hey,
me and Sean was in the background for it. We were like,
you were getting scoops that season, innit?
We was like, whoa, information was coming left and right.
And right, you see?
Overload.
Yes, that's why. And then you just can't see the show the same way. Because after you say, like, oh, damn. Oh, y'all are crazy. That's how it be. Okay, well, listen. I think we've reached our limit before we say something we shouldn't say. And we can't take it back.
Yep, let's go.
I think we got there already. They're going to give you definitely got a video or two coming for you, Kojo.
Yeah, if we get one, it's all you. I'm blaming you, Siwe. I don't have any accountability. I'm not accountable. No, definitely. No, it'll be fine. I hope. Sean, could you put us in the prime position?
Oh my God.
Here comes the benediction.
I was waiting for Steve to say something.
Well, I think it's quite. We're gonna. The benediction is the last person that we discussed, and that's true. And I think the real truth is being true to yourself. I think the lesson learned throughout all the various scenes and the people discussed during the reunion is when you don't be true to you, you're gonna be a fool to you. So be true to yourself. Know yourself. Be honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you definitely ain't going to be able to be honest with anybody else. So when you start telling yourself lies, when you gaslight yourself, there begins the beginning of the end. So get to know yourself. It's okay to be single because when you are ready, then you will be ready. Back to you, Coach.
Yes, thank you very much, Sean. Appreciate that as well. That is Deacon Delectable. My guy's back with the deliverance as well. We appreciate it. Look at you know, quadruple D. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, G. Powerful. Yes. But listen, audience members, it's been an amazing conversation. We've had some fun. And we've had almost 400 people in the room. So thank you who joined us on this live panel. We're back obviously next week for the part 2 of it as well. And tomorrow, if you're around, I've got 2 interviews. One with Ariel from King's Court. Another one from King's Court is also Brianna as well. So we're doing them a little bit earlier in the day. And then obviously we go live. I've got another 2 lives to do. So my ass is going to be in a seat a lot tomorrow. You know, we've got Pop the Balloon for an hour, and then we got the open panel. We're going back again for relationship topics. I haven't decided. I know we said something about communication. I actually have a video, and I don't know why I haven't written it out. But we're gonna have an open panel on Wednesday, myself and Jay. And if you want to come and join the panel, by all means, feel free. You can come and join the relationship discussion that we'll have as well. Okay, please, if you are coming to flirt, bring money. Bring money. Okay, thank you very much. You know what I'm saying to you? Because some of y'all be coming here to flirt, but I need the money. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'll be coming after my sisters and not paying me. All right, listen.
Wait, how I just get pimped out? I know you got that tip money though.
That's right. You don't pay, you don't get access. All right, cool. No, I'm really serious now. See the Lord. See this? What the Lord's telling me? Stop going back to those old ways, Code. Change. Listen, we gotta go. I told you I gotta go before we start saying super stuff. Appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. It's been fun and it's been wonderful. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself as well as much as we've enjoyed ourselves today. Let me put some Christian stuff on there, okay, just in case. Good Lord, to cleanse my soul.